Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, the notorious H.I.M, and I have a Wi-Fi battle for you guys. I'm using a UU team, and as you can see, my opponent has some OU threats in that Infernape. Even the Weavile and the Rotom Wash, I think, are all OU. But this team that I have, that I made, does some work. So we got the Flygon, we got the Jolteon, we got the Torkoal, Jumpluff, Gyarados, and of course our boy Davy Jones Tentacruel. Please take a moment to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This battle was supposed to be against another YouTuber, but for whatever reason my Elgato didn't record like the audio, so I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it, that recording, so I can bring that battle to you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting up a lot of Wi-Fi battles on this channel, just featuring some pretty funky stuff. So coming out here, he leads his Infernape. So immediately, my best thing to do here is just to go out into Flygon. There's really no reason for me to not, go out to Flygon here. I can easily Earthquake or U-turn. I mean, if I wanted to get this out of here, because I'm Scarfed. Demona is Scarfed as hell, so if I really wanted to get this out of here, I could have just clicked the U-turn, and that would have taken care of that Infernape. But I end up going for the U-turn just to kind of get some pivot utility going on this team, because I do have, obviously, Jolteon with Volt Switch, so just kind of looking to see what the best play is here, and 100% is all the smoke. He does not, or she in this case, does not give a damn. Like, she can take pretty much anything this Infernape is gonna want to throw out, while he just goes for a U-turn. Especially when you're battling online, unless you like message the person beforehand, you're gonna see a lot of OU threats. I mean, they're just very popular Pokemon, and they're good. So you have to kind of play very carefully, especially when you're using like a UU team like I'm using here. But you'll see in the battle, I end up getting myself into some pretty crazy situations that I have to then think creatively to get out of. His Togekiss comes in here, and honestly, I know this is going to be a special attacker. My main goal here is to get up Stealth Rocks, and Torkoal has then done his job. So all the smoke does just that. We get up these Stealth Rocks while we're waiting to see what this guy is going to want to do. I don't know if Togekiss can get Defog, but he Ancient Powers, which does like half of my health. Obviously, Torkoal isn't meant to take special attacks, so that does a lot of damage, but I really feel like all the smoke could come in a little bit later on and still provide some utility for my team. So I do end up saving it here. I contemplating if I wanted to like Lava Plume or Will-O-Wisp or something, but I said I gotta get this out of here if I'm gonna save it. So I go out into your boy Davy Jones, and he is specially defensive as hell. Like, nothing special is gonna really do anything much to me. Honestly, I don't know if this Togekiss is fishing for the increase with Ancient Power, or if he's locked into it. Maybe he's Choice Specs or something, probably locked into the move. So what I'm thinking here is, I'm gonna knock off, because either this is gonna lose an item and become far easier to deal with, or something's coming in and it's gonna lose that item for free. So either way, knockoff is the play here, and that's exactly what I do. I mean, obviously, as you're able to see, his Ancient Power isn't gonna be able to do anything to me. This is actually an interesting choice for my opponent, for him to go out into Roserade here, because what he's probably expecting is the Tentacruel to pack either the Sludge Bomb or the he's probably predicting the Sludge Bomb, honestly. But I'm actually packing the Ice Beam on this Davy Jones here, just to give me a little bit more utility against grass types. Like, the Scald doesn't really do much against grass types, so I'm packing the Ice Beam here just to see how much it's gonna do here. I think I end up going for it. And Davy Jones here, he comes in clutch, because he's able to live pretty much at full health, basically. He's gonna live pretty much anything this Roserade wants to do. And I really wasn't expecting this Sleep Powder, honestly. I really wasn't. So here I'm just like, man, what do I do? Like, I could stay in and try to get an attack off, try to burn some turns of sleep, because I am specially defensive, so he really can't do anything to me. But on the second hand, it's like I gotta get something out here. So here is where we meet the star of the video, Cottonelle. the jump love. Cottonelle is in here, and he's gonna pretty much wipe the ass of this guy multiple times this match. I immediately acrobatics. I've played this team a lot, you know, so I know what threats to be aware of, and I knew acrobatics at that range would easily take this KO here. So now I'm pretty much in the driver's seat, right? Like, he's down a Pokemon. He brings in this Weavile, and I am definitely scared as hell because they can pack the priority ice move, and you know, Cottonelle is not the most defensive thing in the world, so it tears easy. So, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get out of here, but I'm fearing the ice type move. I'm really contemplating what do I want to do here. I could very easily go out into Davy Jones or maybe even Gyarados, but just kind of looking at things and looking at the board here, you know, I still haven't revealed Electric Ave. I still got Demona in the back. I'm gonna go into, you know, all the smoke here, and we're gonna take this hit because he is physically defensive, and I know Weavile likes to be you know, physically offensive. So all the smoke Torkoal here is gonna take this damage real good. And now I'm thinking, okay, I could easily shoot off like a lava plume. I mean, I already got up rocks, so there's not much else that, you know, all the smoke can do. And here's where I start kind of playing a little bit bad. I start going into like some stupid decisions here and just lack of thought here, but I do end up cleaning it up later on. So looking at that damage, I definitely got scared. I was like, okay, I gotta get this out of here if I want to bring this in later to set up Sun, because, you know, if he has a priority, you know, it's not gonna even matter how fast I am, but I'd rather be faster than everything on on the field at least. So I'm like, I gotta save this Torkoal to get up Sun later. But then again, what I really should have done was I just should have let it go down. Like, I really should have just let this go down. I'm calcing here to see if I can get anything off, but I end up making a stupid play and going out into Davy Jones, which honestly, you know, because he's sleeping, and here again, I'm still making mistakes here. I'm thinking I could use Torkoal to get up Sun later on, so I go on to Davy Jones. He's sleeping, so if anything dies, I mean, it might as well be him. If I wake up, great. If not, you know, he doesn't have Rock Step, I don't believe, so there's really nothing he's going to be able to do here. So right here, I'm thinking, you know, he's probably going to kill anyway. I really should have just left this guy in. Davy Jones is basically useless to us. You know, he's basically can't do anything to us, you know, or we can't do anything to him because we're sleeping. You know, we're taking a nap. So I bring in the Leviathan here. From this range, I mean, looking at the damage, you know, he's Life Orb, so every hit he's gonna be taking damage. I do a decent job taking this, and you know, I'm just thinking late game, like if that Infernape is scarfed, I'm gonna need at least 2 you know, Dragon Dances and a good amount of health in order to survive like a Mach Punch or something like that if it's scarfed. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get up the first Dragon Dance right now, which I do, but then he Icicle crashes, which definitely kind of knocks me down to a little bit lower health. And I don't think at this range, if his Infernape is scarfed, if it comes in and Mach Punches, I don't think at this range Gyarados can live it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, I get up the first Dragon Dance and I'm like, I gotta KO this or it's gonna take me out. So I end up KOing the Weavile here with the Waterfall, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty much faster than anything here, really. I mean, there's 2 things that I'm really afraid of. I'm really afraid of the Rotom Wash, and then of course I'm really afraid of the Scarfed Infernape, because if he gets this out of the way, you know, this deals with Infernape just perfectly, right? Like, it lowers the attack so he doesn't do as much. So I can obviously easily bring this back in, but I'm trying to go for game right now. Like, if I can find an opportunity to Dragon Dance again, game's over. Pack your bags, boys. This game's up. Like, Leviathan came through. But it doesn't really go according to my plan. Again, I made like some stupid plays, which almost cost me the game, but kind of spoilers there. I do end up cleaning this up a little bit later on. So the Rotom comes out, and I'm definitely scared as hell because, you know, obviously he could Volt Switch, he could Thunderbolt, you know, or he could go for the cheeky play and you know, stay in and Hydro Pump. And I don't think from this range anything that I have is going to kill him. Like the Ice Fang, which I packed for grass types, is not going to kill him, not at +1. The Waterfall, I don't even think at +2 would kill a Rotom. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but you know, I can't take the chance. I can't risk, you know, him being scarfed here. So I end up going out. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I go out into Electric Ave here, and I'm expecting him really to either Thunderbolt or get the Volt Switch in. And if that's the case, I make the perfect read. He comes in, he takes this, regains whatever health he would have lost, but he Hydro Pumps here. And now I'm in a real bad position here because I need this to be healthy if I'm gonna have like viability later on with like Volt Switching or anything like that. If he gets up rocks, you know, Electric Ave's utility is pretty much over. So I'm thinking here, man, you know, I could really try to go for something cheeky on something switching in, but, you know, I really don't know what this guy wants to do. I go for the safe play. I should have actually went for this the Shadow Ball there, but I'm like, I gotta get damage off. He brings in the Hippowdon. Obviously, very smart. He knew I was gonna probably go for the Electric type move, either a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt. But he comes in, doesn't do anything to Hippowdon, obviously, because it's a ground type. And now I'm like, okay, I'm in real trouble here because if he Earthquakes, you know, I could very well lose this. You know, I have to get out of here. I'm Specs. Like, there's nothing I could really do. So I got to go out into something. And just looking at my team, like, Electric Ave's got 35 hit points left. Leviathan's got 55, 45 for all the smoke, 58 for Davy Jones. Like, I'm not looking too good. So I immediately think, you know what? Let's try to go for game here. And here's where we bring in this Cottonelle. He gets up the Stealth Rock, which, you know, late game is definitely gonna hurt if I can't do anything with this. But, you know, I'm going for the win here. So I have to land a Sleep Powder. Like, there is no circumstance where I win this game if I don't land a Sleep Powder. Like, I need to land this right now. You know, I think it's in this gen it's 75%. So, you know, unfortunately he doesn't get Spore, but, you know, he does get Sleep Powder, which is good enough. At 75%, I just landed on this Infernape, which is great. Because now what that's going to do is it gives me the opportunity to get up a free Sword Dance. Whether he switches out or whether he, you know, decides to stay in, he's not going to be able to do anything. So I immediately say, you know what, we're going for this. Let's get up this Sword Dance. We get the Sword Dance up, and now we're cooking. We're in business because with a Sword Dance up, I think Cottonelle gets up to like 500 attack. So, you know, at 350 speed, he's pretty much gonna outspeed anything. Even if he's scarfed, you know, even if he's scarfed, he's sleeping. So I may just be able to get rid of this. I know from this range, Acrobatics is gonna kill, so there's no point in even, you know, doing anything else. He tries to save this. That's his win con. I'm thinking that it's scarfed, because if it's scarfed, it's gonna outspeed everything that I have. So he brings in the Togekiss, and obviously, you know, at this range, I got the Sword Dance up. Nothing is gonna live this Acrobatics if it doesn't resist it. So I immediately get that up. You know, he lost his his Togekiss. I mean, for free. I mean, you brought that in. You know, there's really nothing he can do. Cottonelle's coming here and he's wiping up this booty. Again, like, with my moveset, I have pretty much great coverage to pretty much take out the rest of his team. You know, I'm calcing here just to be sure, but the Seed Bomb is immediately going to kill this thing. Like, there's really no debate. Coming off of a 500 attack, you know, it's above 500 attack. So it's like near a Dragon Dance Gyarados in terms of power right now. Like, it has scary power with that Sword Dance. So that Seed Bomb is going to wipe this up. Cottonelle's coming in here and just wiping up this entire mess. The Infernape comes in, still sleeping. This Infernape gets a chance to do absolutely nothing. I'm thinking it's scarfed, because if it were scarfed, you know, he may have had a chance here. But I'm sorry, Infernape's gone, bro. Good night, Caesar. I'm telling you, this Cottonelle, man, like, you really can't sleep on it. It's so good. The Hippowdon comes in, his Sandstream goes off, but really and truly, like, with the Pokemon that I have left, even at the health that they're at, nothing is gonna, like, I've got this pretty much in the bag. Like, this Hippowdon can really do nothing. Like, there's nothing he can really do to me. I immediately seed bomb. I did the calc, or actually I go for the sleep powder just to kind of get some free action. But I did the calc, and seed bomb I think does like 62%. So that just goes to show you how thick Hippowdon is. Like, he really is only gonna take 62% from an over 500 attack, super effective move. You know, that's how beefy he is. But look at this damage. I could have very easily gotten greedy and tried to go for like another, you know, another sword dance or whatever. Oh, he rock slides. I get scared here because I'm like, wow, I didn't even expect to live. Like, Cottonelle is not that beefy on the physical side. Like, he's more specially defensive than anything, you know, so I wasn't really expecting to live. But again, like I said, at this health, Gyarados would easily come in, outspeed, and we get you know, a waterfall off and kill this guy. So luckily, don't have to do that because Cottonelle was able to come in and pretty much sweep the rest of his team here and put in amazing work. GG to my opponent, and good game, guys. Take care.